If you need a rest, this place is as good as any.
Hanging dolls. Witches do like to be creepy.
As a child, I made dolls just like those.
I bet you did.
Seeker's Black Pond. I can see why they call this the Ill Mouth. What is that?
Antea?
No, that's not quite true. I knew who I was, it's just... I was lost, and I had nowhere to go. I had no when to go. Does that make sense?
Time lays traps for the dead. It's never fair.
His voice was a beacon. The light in the darkness that led me back to me. And to the world.
You have a powerful connection, you two. Or will have. Or had. Possibly all three. And here he is, the other Banisher. Greetings.
Good day.
Come, sit. It's been too long.
Have we met?
Of course we have. Just now. Also later. Decades ago. Never mind. It's good to see you, Red McRae.
I told her our story. I hope you don't mind.
Such an ordeal. I'm so very sorry you have to go through it. How hard it must be for you both.
Thank you.
But now you're here together, and I'm glad. Because you'll only be able to end this together.
You brought us here. Why?
You have many questions, and I have little time.
Your novice mentioned it. I am sorry.
I am not. Soon I'll be one with the trees, root and bark. But that is not why I asked you here. Dearest dears, the path ahead is yet unclear. But know this. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open. Open, of course, to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
How can we defeat it? How can we even begin to match its power?
You surrender unconditionally to each other. When you died, dear Antea, New Eden crumbled, but some yet live. Seek them out. Help them.
The nightmare won't like that.
No. You are, after all, a threat to her existence. And rightly so. She believes you cannot reach into her domain. She is wrong. There is a way. The Void. A dreadful place beneath both the incarnate and the invisible. When you have learned to walk the Void, you may use it to enter the Nightmare's den. First, you must free the people of New Eden from her grip.
To reach New Eden and retrieve my body, we must help the very people who created the nightmare in the first place?
Yes.
Excuse my lack of enthusiasm. Can we not just go back to the meeting house and do our jobs?
You must release folk here from her grasp. Only then, through the Void, may you reach New Eden Town and confront her.
How do we access the Void? Is there a ritual?
In places, the Void is breached. Follow the beacons. Do not stray, and all will be well. Our Seeker crafted you a tuning key. With it, you may open the breach. Don't linger. Time is fickle.
Would a hedge witch have something interesting in her swamps for a banisher?
I always have, and I always will.
We recently came across a cursed item and thought you could help us cleanse it.
Really? Why us?
Well, you know, spells, curses, witches.
I was teasing. How fun it is to see you squirm. There are many ways to enchant an item, or dispel its curse. Seeker may be of help. Go talk to her. She likes to tease you too.
Thank you, Ceridian. We'll be off.
Before you leave, tell me, what did you choose?
What do you mean?
Each of you made a promise to the other. What was it? What did you choose?
I chose to stay.
Lives for a life. An expensive bargain.
I made a promise. I'll pay the price.
I do not judge the deal. I worry about the cost. The tuning key is on the table. In the Void, it will protect you. Seeker waits at the pool to show you the way. Help yourself, and take all the help you need.
Witchery. Feels unnatural. Dangerous.
Banishing, of course, is famously safe.
Over here, Banishers. By the pool.
Ceridian gave us a tuning key. Now I know how you pull your little disappearing trick.
It's no trick. It's what we do to survive. Too many bastards out there want us dead.
This must be one of the breaches Ceridian mentioned.
Yes. This is a void breach. But yours are a little further down, in the cave. You'll see. This one is special. It's the last and only way into New Eden town since the bridge burned down.
We could go back to New Eden right now?
Why would you want to do that? The nightmare is strong. She has New Eden by the proverbials. Loosen her grasp, and maybe, just maybe, you can walk through that breach and live.
All right. We get it.
You have your tuning key. Hold on to it for dear life.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Once through the breach, there's no turning back. Keep going and don't look back.
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Yes. I do so enjoy our little chats across the hem.
I suppose we'll come back to this one eventually.
Can't wait, can you?
Is this Seeker's Cave?
Only one way to find out. God, where are we?
Remember what we were told. Follow the beacons. Move fast. No looking back.
This place looks barren. Lifeless.
This is the realm of the dead. This is the underworld.
Let's not linger. Did you hear that?
Yes, keep moving. There, our way out.
What is going on?
I know that voice from long ago. I banished its owner.
What does that mean?
It means we must leave, now.
The next beacon is dead. Oh, what new abomination is this?
I'd say a sorrow used as a Cerberus. That's unheard of.
Releasing this thing.
Incoming!
Let's end this.
Sharpen up.
Bastard! From what hole did this horror crawl?
I don't know, but we need to go.
The hell was that? Ceridian's key was supposed to get us through unnoticed.
I don't know. Are you all right?
I'll do. But that nightmare over there, we know so little about it. That worries me. What about you?
Whatever the reason, that nightmare is here because of something these men and women did. New Eden reeks of their guilt. I died because of them. Curse these people. Curse them and their secrets and their sins.
We'll get there.
We always do.
Are those breaches really safe?
We were protected.
You heard the whispers, the despair, and that one voice. It called to you. Something knew you were there. It saw you. I thought... For a moment, I thought of them. Those poor butchered boys. I swear in the void I heard their screaming. Weans. Sent to die for their Sultan's pride. It were like I was back in the Balkans.
You're you, and you're here with me, right now.
I don't feel like myself. This void. Is it hell? Like in the scriptures?
The scriptures? Whose scriptures?
It's just a... What if all the teachings of my youth were wrong? What if what we just saw is what awaits me for my sins? I became a banisher to help the living by ending the suffering of lingering ghosts. But we don't end their pain. We condemn them to an eternity of suffering. We curse them.
Rory, You are the kindest, most compassionate banisher I have ever met. Don't let an old god scare you into thinking otherwise.
This void is the work of... What if the souls I blamed come for me? They'd have every right.
The spirits of the living are consumed in the ritual. They're not coming back. All is well. As long as we stay together, all is well.
Aye. All is well. Right.
Seeker wasn't lying about the burned-down bridge.
Which way? North by the mountains or south through the lowlands?
Let's pick one and see where it takes us.
The nightmare can take so many forms. The snow, broken bridges, all of it.
I know. You always wonder, was this caused by nature or by the ghost?
These will be the Harrows.
An imaginative name.
There's a ring to it.
Move yourself! Over there. A dock.
An underground landing. Interesting. I wonder what was landed here all that time ago.
Something illicit, no doubt.
Marsin left! I'm a bitch!
Ceridian's island is a pleasant place, but you'd never know it from here.
Better to keep it that way, eh? For everyone's sake.
Did we miss a few? You shouldn't stay in there.
Get back up!
You're within gun range, Red. Don't just stand there. Move!
Marsin left!
The nightmare has influence here. We should be careful.
No matter the bridge, we can cross it.
The landscape here is more pleasant. There are fields and pastures and better weather.
Can you feel the warmer air?
I don't feel it, not really. But I know it's there. If I focus, I can still see the beauty of the world.
That corpse is taking aim. Is that the sound of a corpse cocking its gun?
Red. Suddenly I can't manifest.
That's not good.
Something magic hinders me. I'm still hindered. There must be another ward nearby. Better. Thank you.
These wards look fairly new. A witch?
Doesn't look like Seeker or Ceridian's work. Let's be careful.
What now?
I can't help you from here.
I'll deal with it quickly.
I have another in sight.
Wee Highland kiss for you.
I don't think so. I am warded. I cannot. Red, I can't manifest anymore. Thank you.
Anytime. What in the... There's a ship here.
Incredible. Beautiful, too. Something has me. Wards.
Get back up! Stay put.
They're vexed now.
I think I used to count my wolf kills on one hand.
I'm with you once more. Sorry, not this time.
Whatever grip it is the nightmare has here, you'd never know by looking. Bridges up. Wonder why.
To keep folk in, or to keep something out?
Did you feel that?
It's close.
Is it just me or...
I felt it too.
village is full of ghost wards. They're afraid of something.
Leave them up. Cause no trouble.
Oh there! Anyone home? Where did they go? I need to find the key to open this.
Fairfax Haskell, though it bring demons down in great wrath upon my soul, do pray for those tongues and hearts fixed fair on the fires of hell, that from their friends find fortitude in our success. Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half-built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigour to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Blessed is the man in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
Oh, I know. I know.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
What's going on? It must be serious if you're asking for my help.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength. He insinuates himself among my people, reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
In times of disease, you need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
We'll not treat the symptoms, we'll tear out the root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch! You must find her, or him, as it may be. You and I share great expertise, but I'm a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people, walk amongst them, learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one, as will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this, I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
Why would she curse your colony?
Why would anyone choose to separate from God's flock? I'm afraid some just want to see the world burn, Mr. McCraith. By the grace and charity of the good Lord, she was exposed. It was my honor to serve him in sending her to hell where she belonged. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
Not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
Another witch hunt.
That just tells me he's hiding something. Mind you, I'd like to know what's causing the sickness. Ghost ward. I think you can safely knock it over.
Tis our honour you're here, sir.
You're the Governor's son, right?
Yes, sir. Lamentation Haskell. Friends call me Lammy. Or they would if I had any. Please, call me Lammy. I have so many questions, sir. So many questions. But I suspect this is not the time.
No, not the time. But perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honoured.
Your father believes there is a Harrow's witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange. The curse brought illness, illness brought division, division has led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could. We need you to bring us peace.
Good day to you, Lammy.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, Mr. McCraith.
I'd wish you the same if I knew your name, sir.
Ishmael Law. I have seen you in the meeting house. I have recognized the markings on your hands. I would have liked to have been a banisher, to truckle with the mysteries of our world. That must be something.
Have you noticed, by chance, any strange behavior hereabouts?
Our village has suffered much loss of late. Many of my neighbors have seen the disease take their loved ones. They get sick, and you never see them again. Maybe you hear them moan as you pass their house, but then the moaning stops. In times like these, pray tell, if a person was behaving strangely, how could I possibly tell?
I'm sorry, but I can tell from the look in your eye that you've someone in mind.
Watson, the shoemaker. Perhaps because of illness, or through the loss of his loved ones, but whatever has befallen the poor man, he seems to have lost his mind.
I'll see you later, Ishmael.
Anytime, sir.
Give us this day our daily bread. Our bread, not our ale, our bread! Do you want us to starve? I should have the yeast. You know it, Mistress Barrow. You know it. All well.
If you... And your
Governor's speech was so...
How are you, Mr. Bachelor?
I do not need the services of a heretic today. And nor do the people of New Eden.
He seems pleasant.
Seen anything strange of late?
Do you speak of the disease eating at the fabric of our fair community? We've sealed the well, closed homes and houses, and said our prayers. It has not worked.
Apart from that, have you noticed anyone behaving strangely? I have to ask.
I have seen the alewife, Mistress Barrow, lurking by the well, hands in her pockets clutching at her herbals. And as I think of it, before his house burned down with his wife and brother in it, Caleb Watson and the alewife had a sharp exchange of words. 'Twere as if she'd cursed him. If there is a Harrow's witch, I'd start looking there.
If I wanted a word with her, where would I find her?
She tends to the alehouse, brewing God knows what witchery and mischief in her cauldron.
I must take my leave of you, sir.
God keep you, for I shall not.
Caleb Watson. We keep hearing that name.
Let's pay him a visit.
Looks like we found the cobbler.
Smells like death.
It's justice. Start anew. Shite on these people. They can't hurt us. But how could you make him kiss it again?
Oh there. Are you all right, sir?
We're closed. Oh, now. Out with you. Leave. Leave.
I can tell from your surly demeanour that you won't mind me asking you a couple of questions. I'm Red McCraith. I'm a banisher. I'm searching the area for evidence of witchcraft. And you, I can tell, are itching to help me.
Show your shiting shapes, goose peddler. No witches here. Only myself, Caleb Watson.
The governor bade me make the rounds. Is anyone acting strange?
Why would he ask you that?
Everyone keeps secrets, and I have a talent for uncovering them.
I ain't got no secrets. I ain't done no wrong. Search me house if you don't believe me. See for yourself. And when you're done, if you're any kind of man, you'll come back here, doff your cap, apologise, then shite off and never come back.
If you're looking for someone acting strangely, I think you've found your man.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
A man content with his own company is never alone. You hear that? Good one, right? Feels terrible, doesn't it?
Fascinating. Does each citizen have their own?
What do you think?
2 of them are missing. Alexander and Ruth Watson. Family? Being courted by 2 brothers at once rarely ends well.
You'll bugger off soon.
Personal experience.
They both
Don't
will.
go there.
It's ours anyway. Should have been ours since the beginning. You know it's true.
The bachelor said Lucy Barrow cursed the house and it burned down.
The house burned down, and I suspect the rest is nonsense. Ishmael Law said Watson lost his wife and brother.
He's surely haunted, but where's the ghost? What's this? It's not metal, not wood. Bone. It's bone. Lovely.
I think we need to talk to Caleb Watson.
Feels terrible, doesn't it? You done enough sniffing? Hmm? Tired of the smell of your own arse?
You said you had no secrets. That was a lie, am I right? Everyone has secrets.
I can smell your secrets from here, mate. A pox on you. And a pox on your questions, too.
You'll not take him head on. You must take your time. Outflank him.
There's burned debris out back. I found bone in it. Where does it come from?
You must have little business if you spend your time sifting through my rubbish. It came from the house. Probably.
I read your letter to Ruth. It's clear you loved her. Were you telling the truth about Alexander's infidelity?
My name is Caleb Watson. And before God and all present, I swear that the letter I wrote to Ruth was a load of shite. Lusting for his beloved Ruth, I set out to ruin Alexander's name, 'cause I'm a greedy little prick.
You're frank. You don't sound like you regret it, though.
No. The past's the past. Dead and buried. My brother is but a lingering memory.
It was terrible what happened to your wife and brother. Might have helped if you'd mentioned it. You must be grieving. Do you mind if I ask where they're buried?
Shite on me shite bag brother. And shite on you too. They're both deep in the dirt up at God's Acre, and I'll speak no more of it.
What's going on at God's Acre, Caleb?
Shite off with your God's Acre, and good riddance to both. God's Acre concerns you not.
You need to tell me what happened here. Stop hiding.
Nothing happened. Buried. Buried all. Quiet, you. And you can shite off, taking your nothing happened with you.
Whatever happened, it happened at God's Acre.
Thoughts on Caleb?
You first, young man.
Talking to Caleb felt like talking to a group. I'm thinking possession.
Possession is plausible, but the clues are confusing. We jump to no conclusions. Instead, we gather proof.
God's Acre?
God's Acre. Too heavy to lower from your side. Here we are. Let us find the graves of Alexander and Ruth, and whatever got Caleb acting so strange.
Take that to your face.
Did we miss a few? Watch out! Spectre possession!
Away with you!
Is that a femur?
I think I see a patella.
Lovely.
Ruth Watson. There's another grave beneath it.
Beat it!
Decoys to distract wayward specters. Rudimentary. Someone's had a little training.
If undertakers did this, they should find other work.
I doubt there's a job on Earth that suits whatever did this. Here did lie Alexander Watson.
Did Caleb take their bodies?
Someone did. And he's at the top of my list.
Well, they made quite the mess. Perhaps the decoys may show us the way.
Follow the path. Don't get too close.
I'll try.
This way. More of them.
Well.
Have a bit of this.
That's what I was talking about when I said don't get too close. Demonology. I should have known.
What in God's green hell is this?
Fight now, talk later. You'll get...
They brought more friends. Watch it. That harvester switched form.
Physical to spectral. They knew that.
You bastard. I'll get you eventually. Got another trick up your sleeve?
A vicious scourge that despises the living. In these lands, what a surprise indeed. Shrines now, with bones.
It's like Lady Blackwood's boudoir around here. I sense a fragment of the past. Oh there, fella. Nasty, aren't you?
Nasty, yes, but also shoddy. It's very poor work. Are you sure we didn't miss anything?
With a bit of luck, we'll find what we need. What is this?
It looks like a butchered version of the ritual of Lesser Palingenesis.
The ritual of... that ritual? The one that brings someone back? That ritual?
Yes, that ritual.
Reunius vad aster himi.
As flesh unto verb, as verb unto heart, as heart unto flesh. Death's knot is unsevered, and I shall cut it.
Caleb Watson invoked a ghost without a body for it to inhabit, so it took his. Caleb is no longer Caleb.
He got the wrong ghost too.
He used pieces of his wife and also of his brother.
Ruth, Alexander, Caleb, could be any combination of them in there.
Let's go find out which. This isn't over yet. Get the hell out of there!
They brought more friends. Piss off!
How sure are we that the ritual will work?
Caleb's work was poor. Your work will be good. Cold feet?
No. Not now, not ever.
The ritual shall work, and all shall be well. I promise.
Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad will ever shite off.
We've been to God's Acre. Quite a tale it told us. You're not Caleb, are you? Or at least not entirely.
Ah. Can't fog you. Alexander Watson. Long tale short, Caleb tried to bring his dead wife back. And I live here now.
So many questions. Where to even start?
Do both of you share Caleb's body?
Share? No. This house of flesh is mine. But because I am a generous man, I allow my brother to live in the cellar. We were twins. I was the rotten half, they said. But who's the rotten half now?
He was trying to bring his wife back. How did you end up in the mix?
Caleb made a fine cobbler, a poor brother, a worse husband, and a truly terrible witch. The ritual went to shite, because... of course it did. There's something else you should know, if you don't know it already. I'm not alone. I completed the ritual. My darling Ruth is in here too.
You used the ritual to bring Ruth's spirit into Caleb's body. Why?
Love moves a soul to strange endeavours. We deserve a better life. I set myself to claiming it.
You know you've failed, right? Look at yourself. Smell yourself. You can't live a life in that state.
That's my never mind, not yours. If you don't like the smell, you can shite off. I'll not make our lives your business.
I'd like to hear this from Ruth. May I please speak with her?
No! We've carved ourselves out a little happiness at last. I'll not have you break it. Please, leave us alone. Give us this.
We need to speak to her, one way or another. If he won't tell us anything, perhaps the house Ruth died in will.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
Alone? Not really. Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad.
Ruth
ever
and
come to us
Alexander
again.
are having an affair in her husband's body.
I can't find an angle with that isn't just plain wrong.
Something feels wrong. Something about Ruth. If we find the ghost tie, we can talk to her.
The house that burned down. The roof fell in with them inside.
There's a lot of debris. Destroy those ghost wards, if you want me back. I can't worry. The ghost wards feel far away from here. Just one keeps me from manifesting. Fancy knocking it down? I am warded. I cannot. I believe you may cross here if I block the way through.
Ty must be nearby.
course. Ruth's heart binds them like a bush.
This work shows real sensitivity. Caleb?
Maybe. Not Alexander.
You!
I suspect
do you have
we've just
there?
learnt a little about...
Stop right there, you rank ramp! Whatever you found, it ain't yours!
You buried Ruth's heart in the ashes of the house that killed her. I find that odd.
You, a ghost, went digging in the ashes of a dead woman's house. You're ill-positioned to call me odd. Don't think I haven't felt your presence before.
Stow your tongue while I speak with Ruth. Ruth, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Puck off and die! I'm in charge here.
No. Hush ye, Alexander. I'll speak. I'm Ruth. I hear you.
I'm Antea Duarte. We're here to help.
I'm glad. Please, end this nightmare. Help me.
Go to hell in a bag of shite. We're fine, and you have not the right, you hear? You've not the right. Her heart! Give it back!
Femi mi garamo.
No more does he silence me. We may speak. Help me, please.
Who taught Caleb the resurrection ritual?
To say it was taught would mean he'd learned it. He read it off a page. As a sorcerer, Caleb makes a fine cobbler. Thing about Caleb, he was a good listener. As he worked, clients would bend his ear. The Haskell boy, for one. As Caleb pinned the governor's shoes, young Lammy would talk magic. Nonsense, really. But Caleb was listening.
Wait, Lammy Haskell gave Caleb the resurrection ritual.
After Lammy mentioned the ritual, Caleb became obsessed with it. He begged. Lammy, in his misplaced generosity, gave it. Caleb was intent on dark work. Lammy furnished written instructions.
Caleb's letter changed your life. How did it feel at the time?
It tore me in two. I loved Alexander, but I deserved to marry a man who would be true. Caleb seemed decent. I believed he loved me. I thought I married the better brother, but I'd married a liar. A liar and a devil. And yet, not even he deserves this. No one deserves this.
When did you learn that Caleb had lied to you about his brother's infidelity?
Who goes worse shod than the shoemaker's wife? There was no one moment. One day I knew what he'd done, and knew I'd known it for the longest time. Alexander had his flaws, but he loved the whole of me. Now I'm sewn into a festering sack with the quivering remnants of my husband and the angry ghost of his dead brother. Please, let me out.
Ruth, your husband Caleb's botched resurrection ritual brought you back, but allowed his brother Alexander to take you hostage.
Once we deal with the Watson brothers, you shall be free to ascend.
Do what you must. I'll suffer it if it leaves me free to go.
No! We can stay. Please, Ruth, let us stay.
Look at you. You're counterfeit, a sham of a thing. Your so-called life is no life at all. Caleb lied and stole your love. But when the time was right, you lied and stole his body. We're ending this nonsense now. Alexander, yours is no romantic fable. There is no moral to this tale. You're a hostage taker, nothing more.
No, Caleb can go to hell, for he well deserves it. But Ruth and I are in love.
Greedy men fight over a woman as if she were a thing. I'm done with that old story. Time to tell a better tale.
Ruth is free to go.
I shall have my rest now. Thank you.
You have no shell, no ties, no purpose.
Alexander loved Ruth like a man loves his hat. Love a woman like a thing, and you do not love her at all.
Ruth deserved better, in life and in death. That was something.
Don't take it to heart. Their choices are not your business.
Our choices are my business. And their consequences too.
Our love story shall have a better ending. I shall be as I was before, as if I'd never gone away.
Aye. I hear you.
Good. Now, let's see what Lammy Haskell has to say about raising spirits from the dead.
Governor.
May I help you, Mr. McCraith?
I have to admit, this is an unusual case.
Yes, but have you solved it?
I believe so. But the culprit was not responsible for the plague. At least not directly.
Have you found the witch or have you not?
Someone here has been dabbling in some dark magic. I have the name.
So? What are you waiting for?
I have the name. I don't have the full picture. When I do, I'll act.
Come, you have the name. You have the proof. The matter is simple, is it not?
Not exactly. The name is Lamentation Haskell.
No, it can't be. My son is studious. Curious, too curious at times, perhaps. But he does not have a bad bone in his heart.
He showed Caleb Watson a ritual. The cobbler used it and became possessed.
Even if true, it would only mean my son was exposed to corruption. It happened before. Bring me proof, Banisher. Find the real source of evil.
I'll get it. Mark me. I must find your son, Governor. Sooner rather than later.
His interests take him hither and thither. If he isn't here, he must be working on the outskirts. He's been sprucing up one of the abandoned houses there. I ordered them emptied when the sickness hit. Here, take the gate key. Go there. See for yourself. You're wrong about him. You're wrong about my son. Needless to say that I count, of course, on your discretion.
He was quick to condemn till it was his own son on the block. Who's he really protecting?
We'll bring him the proof he wants. If the boy is guilty, his father may not be able to protect him.
Barrow's balls. What happened here?
Something's emanating from under. Did we miss a few?
Move, Red!
Peter! One of these must be Lammy's hiding.
I can't, Rory. Creeping ivy.
I always hated these sap-thirsty spectres.
Sorry, not this time.
Lammy, you here?
Door's blocked on the other side.
He was studying botany. Why botany? Perhaps there's a key. Arrowloo. Mean anything to you?
Not a thing.
He mentioned an old mill. Seemed fascinated by the place. The incisions are clean. The precision of an expert.
There's magic here, though faint.
Nothing incriminating. Yet.
Remember what we found at Caleb Watson's? Maybe we're not looking in the right place. If I had something to hide, I might hide it in an abandoned mill. Not here, not now. This isn't over yet. Spectre, going for a meat suit. Make a run for it!
Stay down! Why a mill?
Away from the village. Perfect for his research. Perfect to hide secrets.
He's not out here for pleasure, that's for sure. Well. Peaceful. Like home on a good day. Oh, it's hilly, mate. He felt like playing with the lambs. Blair preferred to feed them. And I was too busy dreaming.
And you?
Oh, I cooked them for dinner. The lambs, I mean. Oh, the girls were furious.
Yes, but they weren't hungry.
I feel something close.
Have a bit of this.
That spectre's looking for a body.
Get back up! Get lost, won't you?
What should we expect up there?
A gateway to the mythical Aralu, whatever that is. Otherwise, terrible tragedy, dark doings, sick secrets, and a wild dance.
Still impressive.
Marcin Leth!
Oh, they do look annoying.
I think I used to count my wolf kills on one hand.
Try this on for size. Looks derelict. Is he really inside?
I can't help you. A safe harbor, should we need a moment's peace. A ward restrains me.
Oh, there! Guess we're not going that way.
There should be a way up here. What hides here in the dark? Come out, come out.
Deja vu.
He tried his hand at several translations.
So, what are you hiding in here, evil spawn?
Glancing at the original writing, Lami's work was poor. No wonder the ritual he spawned for Caleb from those botched words of power went wrong.
He doesn't speak well of his dad.
Did he seek power? Was he hoping to step out of his father's shadow?
If he did, he went the wrong way about it. We need to get to the top floor. Bet we'll find something.
More ghost wards. Someone was being extra careful. You need to see this.
No crank. Great.
Why did he feel like he needed so much protection? More magic muckery. He wished to disguise his presence, or perhaps to distract from it.
It's just a lift. Why is this mechanism so complex? That book, again.
The Agrippa. That's not good. Not good at all.
What level of not good are we talking about exactly?
This book promises eternal life, but the promise is a trap. Let's hope it hasn't been used.
The crank. Good. The lift should work now. All this is more serious than we thought. I'm apprehensive. Not just because we're going underground.
We'll be careful. We don't know what Lammy was up to. And the signs are not encouraging.
You know, I could get to like it underground. The darkness, the gloom, the cool air.
Really?
No, not really. Hell's balls. Another sorrow used as a guardian.
Standing by.
Careful. It's been stung.
me. I can see the pillars.
Myself.
I see no more pillars.
When all this is over, I might retire.
You'd miss it. You know you would. Over here. Look. Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how we got through the Sorrow's vigilance?
So, here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do. Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Lammy can't be far.
I can't worry.
It's awfully calm. Why is it awfully calm? Worked well enough. You didn't need to kill so many bots.
Demonologists use necromancy. Maybe he thought he'd bring them back when he was done.
What?
Spectres. They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
Try this on.
this on for size. Careful now.
Red, I can't manifest anymore. I can manifest now. Creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you. This one's different. Looks like it died diseased. Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void. So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
As hiding places go, the void is quite the choice.
Yes, an amazing place. Oh, plane? World? The Araloo is not easily described, but it makes a fascinating study. Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Oh. Of course.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now at first I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
Can you prove that? Where's your evidence?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Was it the same illness?
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Araloo. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
What do you expect to find at the source of the ooze?
To find a cure. The ooze seeps into our world, sickening us. I may be able to stop it. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning, and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
You did not find the void breach beneath the mill by accident. You had help. Who taught you?
I did my research.
Suddenly, you're a man of few words.
I'd rather not involve those not present. Discretion, you understand.
Your father is convinced a witch poisoned his well. Caleb Watson was cursed by a ritual you gave him. I'd focus if I were you.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye. You can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them. The very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong, apart from a little theft.
Let's go take a closer look at that ooze, then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If you need anything, help yourself.
The Araloo is not your home, Lammy. But thank you.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, it's just...
Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
Antea, we should get going. So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
The more powerful the loose cannon, the more dangerous it is.
What?
I don't know that I buy Lammy's hair of the dog theory, but I feel strange, and I suspect the...
Oh, God! I need a wee bit of help here. Well, that was not pleasant. Well, not pleasant at all.
A ward restrains me. I can't worry. I don't think so. A ward restrains me. I can't help you. I can't worry. Missed me?
Always.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Strong enough.
Don't let it crush you.
It oozes through the breach, suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side. Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
The ooze affects the incarnate, too. Who goes there?
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be, then?
What was...
Oh, shite.
Did you just say shite? You? It's bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Did you feel that?
It's close.
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs. Their land was barren.
Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Could this house have been targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well...
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
Your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
They were determined to do for her. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
Try this on our size.
that to your face.
Mrs. Gibbs, I presume.
Another shadow.
What do they want? Red, something is keeping me from manifesting.
In here? Ah, shite. Perhaps a reward's here to counter the curse.
Well now, I'm honored.
Another ward. This one looks intact. Get lost, won't you?
The ward's power is gone. Sorry, not this time. Better.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body.
Proficient in cannon powder. Expected no less. Your Mrs.
Did we miss you? I can help. Must I do everything? Someone didn't want to stay dead.
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden Town with the governor.
That's not what the woman they accused was saying.
The Gibbs are not at home to rational explanations. See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
Teach them not to mess with a Banisher.
Over there.
Elusive little buggers.
Don't step in that. I mean it.
Find your way around then.
Beware. Wolves.
Those echoes we're hearing were the shadows speaking.
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first? The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Watch out! Spectre possession. Think you could take on a ghost? Watch out! Spectre possession.
Have some of this!
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source. This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion?
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off. Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
Did we miss a few?
They brought more friends. Great! More fun!
I'm here, damn it.
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with them. This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it?
You have turned your back from love, looked away when most needed. That's it.
Aye.
Someone's left us a fire camp to use. Something tells me this is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down? The bucket is tainted.
Whatever you have sowed, you shall reap. Alone, O Lord, is understood, so you shall remain.
A strong memory clings to this place.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stolen.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
Dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. But why now?
Hiding the evidence, perhaps, of his role in the witch trial. They connected him to the demonology he used to reinforce his authority.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob. Well, this can't be good.
Who are you?
Confess! Let them speak!
If we speak, shall you listen?
Impudence! Provocation! Read the charges!
Let rule in the grave. You have blood on your hands and weakness in your heart. Guilty!
Sworn to vanquish evil. You conspired with witches.
Sworn to banish all ghosts. Instead, you embraced one.
The charges. Cowardice, oath-breaking, deception. The verdict. Guilty. The sentence. Pain hereafter.
I am no witch hunter. Never was.
Bloody hell. Not me. That's a cheap trick. Come on, man. Get yourself together. What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it. There's a tough one.
Aye. Bloody hell, that stinks.
I never wanted this. I hate the very thing I've become. I'll take care of this thing. You won't do that again.
shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow. Bloody shadow. This thing is blocked. Nobody deserves to be. Damn you. You won't do that again.
We use rituals to help the living, not curse them.
Magic is only a tool. Bloody shadow.
I'm not messing about, am I? Not strong enough.
No, I don't think we will. You won't do that again.
I'm not messing about, am I? Find yourself today.
Almost there.
So this is what death looks like.
I only seek the truth.
Truth is a poison,
Is that me?
I think this one is mine.
Help me, I'm hurt. What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
I own these myself. Let me end this. Bloody hell, that stings.
I never wanted this. I hate the very thing I've become. I can sure as hell try. I'll take care of this thing. I'm right here. I can help. Bloody shadow. Yeah? Well, I rebuke his. Your strikes do nothing. This just won't do.
guilty of poisoning the body politic. You portray yourselves as saviors sent to the cross. But with your dark hearts, the evil only worsens. Your witches! And witches must fall!
We use rituals to help the living, not curse them.
Magic is only a tool. This is going to vex me.
Wasn't expecting to fight myself today.
We won't do that again.
Come on, man, get yourself together.
No, I don't think we will.
Judgment. The guilty are known. Now justice is ours.
Enough. Can we please get out of here? That was awful. This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
I feel judged. Like I'll never be understood again. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Ignorance caused this. A raging epidemic drove them out of their minds. Unable to look within, they pointed the finger.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
Seems to be stuck. That down there, it was... I was tense. I was impatient.
Me too. That infamy really got to us.
Years of anger coursed through me. Yet now I can't even remember why.
Me neither. This is what an infamy does. It's over now. We're here.
I said something to hurt you. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. And I hope that you forgive me too.
It is to the soul to be at once one thing above all else, my friend. It is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves.
Oh, good. Isn't...
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in His name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banisher speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. There's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her. and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
It tells the story of a woman, a teacher, living peaceably among friends, until there came a plague. In fear, the good people went to their governor. "The devil walks among us," they said, "and you must save us, or we will find someone who will." This governor knew he could not save them. But he could give them a witch. She would confess, or she would be judged.
Deborah Comenius was a witch, Mr. McCraith. She was the devil's tool, and worse, much worse.
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract. I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more. No thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was, then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it, belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run all the way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake. You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat. I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors. He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it.
Headspace! Friends, have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
Oh, Mara. Oh, God.
Death to the dead.
This is unfair.
Is the evil gone for good?
Far from it.
Then who will protect us?
I will. While Mr. McCraith fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows. Or at least, try. Now let's all return to our homes and pray for forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions. Your fee. One of the many debts my father left me.
You'd best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
Don't I know it?
I hate this place. Rest up, then please, let's get out of here.
You're angry. Can tell.
Of course you can. Aren't you angry?
I'm more disgusted. Disgusted by what we saw down there. By the sins Fairfax Haskell committed in the name of his god. I hope they'll burn in hell. For that I hate myself.
Nothing can stand between us. Not even death.
Not even death.
The closer we get to my body, to the truth about what happened here, the stronger I feel. My senses rise. It's as if I can taste the silence, smell the scent of wood smoke, feel the warmth of your body, feel Deborah's wrath. I feel it as if it were my own. I know her rage. But that anger of mine, that fear, I thought when I left home, I'd left them behind.
Past is the past. You still get to choose your future. Times like this, old wounds can ache. Seems normal.
It's not just that. I thought I'd healed. I feel like I've taken 10 steps backwards. So much so that the sister I thought was gone for good seems to be winding her way back to me.
Your sister. Ayomide, wasn't it?
No. As a child, before I left Cuba, I had a friend. I chose to call her my sister. That night, the night I died, I dreamed of her. I dreamed of Calendre.
Did you go looking for her? Was she near him? It's not beyond the realm of possibility.
It's so far beyond the realm of possibility you wouldn't believe it. No, she wasn't there. But I heard her voice. I'd swear on it. How could that be?
Dreams can be vivid. Can be difficult to separate them from reality.
I was awake, Red.
What did you hear her say?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think she said we were family. never to be divided.
She's after my job. She can't have it. I'm your family now. Nothing's tearing us apart.
No, not even death.
Still angry?
Gloriously.
Her kindness, she is at least her sister's equal. Thick skin has paid for her sins. But what of her sister? What will Kate do now? Her people look to her for their future, their protection, their survival.
Ceridian?
What do you mean, Ceridian?
Ceridian, what's wrong? I don't think she can hear us. We need to go back to the swamps.
You understand that? But it's a bird.
It's Ceridian, by way of
someone far away. Can you feel it? I have goosebumps.
The veil is tearing at the seam. If I bruise the bud so the specters inside show themselves, you could shoot them. Once freed, the ivy should quickly wither.
Banishers.